Yes, ma'am.
Let me tell you about the Spring MVC. MVC stands for what? M stands for what? Model. V stands for view. And C stands for controller. Model view controller. So model is what? View is nothing but it's a presentation. Okay. When you go to a restaurant, the first thing is what you'll do, you'll order. And who is the one who takes the request? The waiter. Okay. And the waiter passes the request to the cook. So the cook and all will act as a controller. Okay. And this once the cook generates the food, and that's the model is nothing but that's the business logic which is written, and the rest the waiter gives back the food that is generated the as a view. Okay, view is nothing but we use various front end things like JSP, all those presentation purpose. Controller is nothing but it's a business logic. Model is nothing but your Pojo class. Now, let me tell you about the Spring MVC basic thing. Okay, I'll just tell you about the Spring MVC basic thing and stop for today. Crud and all, I'll tell you the next session. Okay, because one session only for tell you all this, it's difficult. So to create a web project. So click on File, New, Dynamic, Other, and just click on. I've already done it in my thing. So now you need to go down and just click on Web, and just go to Dynamic Web Project and just click on Next and type the project name, and just new runtime is Apache Tomcat server. Since it's the web application, it's deployed on the web server now. So now you need to install Apache Tomcat server. I'll be sharing you the link also to install Apache Tomcat server, and just configure the server. Then once you've created a dynamic web project, right click on that and just update and just convert to Maven project. Once the dynamic web project is being created, once the dynamic web project is being created, right click on this update and convert to Maven project. Okay, like that. So now in the Maven project, what are all the dependencies you need to add? So you need to add the Spring Web MVC dependencies, Servlet API dependencies. So these are the two dependencies you need to add. So if you want, you can just take a snapshot of this dependency structure also. Okay. Now coming to this thing, SRC main web app. In this web app, I've just webinfold. There are two XML files. The one is the web.xml. Web.xml is the configuration file. See, in Spring MVC, the main thing you need to concentrate on the dispatcher servlet. Dispatcher servlet is nothing but it's just a front end controller. So now this is the thing, com.gimity.spring webmvc. So this is the thing, and this is the web.xml. And right click on web app folder, index.jsp. So this is the, you need to just do the small thing structure like that. And now coming to the controller class. In controller class, what is this? At controller, it's used to map the individual class as the controller. Okay, it's at controller is the annotation used to mark the class as a controller. And now coming to at request mapping is the annotation used to map HTTP requests. At request mapping is the annotation used to map HTTP requests. So now here only scroll you see indicate that its annotated class is a controller. Okay. As at request mapping, what it does, annotation for mapping web requests into methods and request handling class. So now let me run this application. So coming to run as, run on server, because it's a web application project. So now this project is being developed. So this is the welcome to the Spring MVC tutorial. 8087, this is actually default port of the Tomcat is 8080 is the default port. Since if the ports are too busy, sometimes when that conflict occurs, you can change the port number. Okay, now I'll just show you the link of installing Apache Tomcat. So now coming to this, I'll just share you. Okay. Apache Tomcat 10 you can do download and don't download the zip file. Many of them commit the mistake of downloading zip file. No, downloading the zip file is not correct. Just download the MSI installer. Okay, so now can you see this link? My system, it's already been installed. Okay, so this is the thing. You can just share, I'll just share you the link. Okay, just click on this 32-bit, 64-bit Windows Service installer. Okay, I'll share you all the link. Okay. Click on 32-bit or 64-bit Windows Service installer to download. Okay, like that. Mahesh told you the step by step because many of them does this silly mistake of downloading that zip file. That does not work out. You have to download the installer. You have to install it in that. It will come in that program files location. Then you need to configure. You need to mine file new dynamic web project, configure a Tomcat server, and the project structure comes like that. Once that this libraries are being, once that thing is configured, right click on that dynamic web project and just update and just click on convert to Maven project. Okay, so this is the basic thing of the Spring MVC part. Okay, next class, next session, I'll be telling you about the CRUD operations. Okay, yeah. Any queries till now? Hello, any queries till now?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, okay, thank you. We'll continue tomorrow. Okay, Vikram and Ramana Gowda, you come to G1 tomorrow at 9:45. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.